Hi, this is Rashid once again, and I'm hoping that you reviewed my prior two pieces. The first piece was on Donald Trump the bully, and then the second piece was on what is a true conservative. And when you look at those pieces, you'll kind of get a general idea as to what or when you take a moment with Rashid. Now, have you taken a look at the most recent piece? What's the kid's name? He's 28 years old. The little funny looking kid, Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah, this kid. Facebook is what I'm talking about. Can you get a load of these people? And they're really laughing at us if you really take a look at it. They say, well, the IPOs, we're going to make them public. We're going to sell stock to the public. Well, Mr. Zuckerberg, who are you talking about? Because in the United States of America, you have millions of people that are watching TV that I think that's the public. Well, the thing that I want all of us to take a look at, since you're taking a moment out with Rashid, is the fact that I guarantee you not one piece of stock that the viewers, the public that watch news every morning, was able to buy a piece of it. In other words, if you had $300 or if you had $50 or you had a $200, that stock that Mr. Mark Zuckerberg and his company that he made available to the public, not us. No, not us. Not at all. So, Mr. Zuckerberg, my point is, and my question to you is, all of those viewers that they are saying that made your Facebook so popular, how many of those viewers, Mr. Zuckerberg, was able to buy stock from Facebook? None. Not one. And if you want to call my bluff, Mr. Zuckerberg, please give me a call. I would appreciate if you show me how many of that $104 billion that those people put into Facebook, Mr. Zuckerberg, Mark, the 28-year-old kid. How many of them are the people that actually use your Facebook? How many of them? How many, Mr. Zuckerberg? All the viewers, all the hype that they say that how many people is on Facebook that you created, Mr. Mark Zuckerberg. How many of those people were able to buy your stock? Zero. I don't use Facebook, but I have family members that, you can walk down the street and ask anyone. Do you use Facebook? Yes. Were you able to buy any stock in Facebook? No. Go anywhere. And that's our piece on Mark Zuckerberg. The stock is not made available to the public. Whoever is watching or have heard or read the papers about Mr. Zuckerberg that pulled in $1.04 billion, none of that money is from, no, hold it. I'm not talking about the 99% and the 1%. No, that's not the point here. The point here is that, you guys listen to me here. Mr. Zuckerberg said, and he had a smile on his face. The 28-year-old was smiling. Says, we're going to make this stock available to the public. Well, not to the people that use Facebook, Mr. Zuckerberg. Not to all the friends that I have that I know that use Facebook, and all these kids and people that want to keep in contact with their families. And we don't really want to talk about that because it has its merits as well, or its pluses as well as its minuses. So we really don't want to talk about Facebook. It went off. We really don't want to talk about the pluses and the minuses to Facebook. But the bottom line is that $104 billion Mr. Mark Zuckerberg, the 28-year-old, pulled in with a smile on his face. And it was not available to the users who use Facebook. We're not talking about the stockholders and the banks and the Charles Schwabs and all the goody two-shoes and the ones that can't explain what rule because they change them as they go along. You understand? It's very difficult to, it's very difficult to explain anything when you change the rules by the minute. It's like standing in line with 100 people, and from the front to the end of the line, you start the front of the line with a sentence, and you expect at the end of those 100 people that they're going to be able to get the sentence right? No, it's not going to happen. So we understand that. But whatever the case may be, the little 28-year-old kid, please call my bluff. Please. Because the users, the ones that made the $104 billion for you, Mr. Mark Zuckerberg, we didn't get a chance to play with your friends. And I remember the stock market crashing in 1929. You guys give me some help. Well, before that, the bankers have always been in charge, but anyone could buy a ticket. Ticket didn't cost but $1. You just had to know where to buy it, and you'd write it down, and they'd put it on the board. But I guess that doesn't happen, or those things don't happen with Mr. Mark. What's his name? Zuckerberg. All right. Thank you. We're going to end from now. This is a moment with Rashid, and please pay attention. And thank you so much. We're not to be marginalized. Remember that. This is all American people. Thank you very much.